I mean, for the match of the 2016, there was like it called the regional final. It was IMT versus C9, and I was at the IMT, and Impact was in C9, and I lost. Basically, it was like really close to the series, but I think, yeah, like I think it was a game 5 as well. I remember I think I was playing Kennen and he was playing Nar, and then I kind of got ran over. I do remember that I didn't really perform well, and I still have the memories.
I remember first time against Huni, I think I played Tronder against Riven, and we lane swapped that, and Riven got so many shots, and I got denied so much, and that's how we lost. Yeah, that's first game I remember. And second game is, I think I lost against Lumber. And after that, we met in the playoff, and I shit on him. And in the gauntlet, and it's world gauntlet, I say number 3, you know, going toward. Then I shit on him again. So that's I remember like, yeah, against Huni first time, and how we going that split, you know, like summer season, I think 2016.
But it did for the other.
The nonchalantness of it.
I mean, it also reminded me of the Huni Riven. Like, that is so far in the past, but was such a big deal. You know,
Now in the final lock-in here for EG, trying to find what they want to bring into Huni in the top side.
Oh, and it's another Scion. Oh, the Scion goes up higher and higher in priority. EG go into the full late game team fight, team comp. They're saying TSM.
All right, stakes high, stake good. TSM, we'll see what they can do early though, because already a focus from EG coming over towards the middle, and takeover down on low. First blood into Danny's pocket.
I love seeing all these Nautilus level 1s. I was just talking about this after they have a good start to the game, but this right here is just, you know, intelligent. Impact is posturing around there. They don't know that Vulcan is right over the side of the wall there, and I think this is a smart hold to not flash here by takeover. Just, you know, accept the fact that you died.
Been extremely muted and quiet, whether it's on the Rift or beyond, but here we go with a knock-up onto Vulcan, already getting burned down in the wraparound from Inspired and JoJo to try and punish this as much as possible. Shen Yi getting some hits over from that Zeri, but the trade is good. JoJo picking one up. It's 2 down for TSM. But if we are looking at a lot of the power sources over from TSM, Tactical is one of them and is currently getting focused and just pushed out right now. So Shen Yi directly under turret. The dive is here. Vulcan taking as much of the aggro as possible, but dodging as much as he can. Even with the wave coming through, it allows Tactical to come back into this just a bit. The Cathian Rain, but the onslaught of shadows could come through and punish. Shen Yi's taken out of it, and Tactical, the last sliver of life, isn't good enough.
Better career in North America. You could argue, though, Huni has been very successful, and now Huni's getting a little bit of payback with Spica. Just starts the dive. I think Impact was expecting Spica to insta-take that Q and wanted to get the knock-up interrupt damage on the second half of the Q proc, but just a little bit of hesitation there by Spica means he just biffs it into the turret, and then they kill him right after. On the flip side, this was just Tactical and Shen Yi not wanting to give up this wave. They're already falling behind, and at 6, it's much easier to survive this because Shen Yi with his ultimate can really tank this forever while Tactical just hangs back. But because it's so early in the game, he gets put down low. I like
it because there is such a focus from EG collapsing upon the objective, using the Ori ball to zone as much as possible. So Spica isn't in it, but is looking for the angle to potentially Q in. Does not manage to land the Sonic Wave and the stun up onto Huni right now. Zoning good from EG, and they take this objective and walk it out.
Shen Yi has flash, but it does feel hard to just brute force through the entire team of EG.
Oh, Shen Yi goes in, knock up onto 2, and on the opposite side, Vulcan and Inspired focus down onto Spica. Multiple stuns onto EG's side as well, and the shadows come in once more. Vulcan flashing forward to get the hook. Huni is over the wall. Blast Cone for some additional distance, but Spica rounded out by EG. Double kill for Inspired with the way it was positioned.
Yeah, this is just, you're trying to force through their front line for Shen Yi. They were late to this rotation. They feel bad that they're up here and getting nothing for it, so Shen Yi kind of brute forced his way in. JoJo PM finds a nice counter engage with the ultimate to stop any potential follow-up, a 2-man shockwave, which sets up Inspired to have them kind of pincered up against that wall. They kind of ignore Spica, who does find this pinup kill onto Impact and kind of tries to ward hop right out, but there's Danny on the collapse, finds that kill. It's not over yet, maybe.
Yeah, because Dragon's been up this entire time on the bot side, so some more tradition before we saw those changes. But right now, the contest over red means that Vulcan hooks onto Shen Yi once more. Unbreakable Will already activated in the double knock-up onto the support and the jungle duo, but Shen Yi responds with with a headbutt of his own, a kick away from Vulcan, so he's zoned off, and EG loses one in the process, but all of TSM is up. Red still focused, tactical, another shot will do it. Danny's going for it with a little zippy zap gun, finally lands it, and gets another kill. Even a Squash Balloon to get some more intel on TSM. The majority of them over on the outskirts, but Shenyi and a Flang teleport coming in as well. Triple knockup from him, but the Q charge up from Impact is here for the return. A nice lockdown and immediate burn down of Jojo might do something, but Spica effectively brought out because of his low HP. 2 down right now for EG, a support lost for TSM, and the zoning's good, but Danny, he's in Pixel right now, not caught out by any vision when he was making this pathing, but immediately locked up, goes and activates as much damage as he possibly can, but it's Spica that gets the objective here. Inspired, marked down low, but has a movement speed to get out of the way. Danny taking up as much of the CC as he possibly can. Another charged up Q from Impact. Can he get the lockdown onto Tactical? But the escape is good thus far. Spica into the center of the pit he goes. Inspired coming through to set it up. Danny getting the cleanup. Tactical, about 250 HP to his name, gets out of it.
People save it for the walls to hop on them. Hold on, we're coming back into live.
Oh no, Impact finds 2, but gets the stun up and has the rest of his team coming through. Another teleport over on the EG side, and swishing around onto Spica means that he goes into the grave next. Huni already pursued by multiple members of his opposition. Can he get enough damage down to take someone down with them? Not so much, because Jojo is there with a little bit of time. Maybe collect yourselves once more. EG right here in the bush. Oh no, Spica steps up into it, and the entire team was waiting to take him down.
Oh, Spica trying to do this job for his team. Checking to do his best to split push already, but that means takeovers alone.
And another ultimate right into his face. You've got 3 members of EG here, baby. Shenyi and Spica, they want to try and then bring their attention over towards their mid side, because then Tactical was in trouble, and Danny's just going to get that much stronger. Impact here, so beefy, so able to zone the members of TSM. Shockwave to pull Shenyi into the vicinity of this turret, but you don't even have to finish him off, because who's there to do the damage to follow up? Spica saying,
He surrenders.
Please, just let me escape freely, Sir Impact.
He's trying to get out. Nice W over the wall to get away. Spica just res, so it'd be pretty sad to go back. Easy for EG to move from inhibitor to inhibitor and grab all 3 of these.
Looking like a stroll in the park from the mid side towards top, and now Huni focused by Inspire. The onslaught of shadows brought through once more, and then the big burn down happens. So Shenyi getting knocked up, trying to get to the rest of his team, but Inspired finds another target. Tactical retreating into the fountain. It's something that we have seen before from TSM, and not a good sight if you're on their fan side, but EG fans feeling really good. They get the Bud Light ace, they take down the first tower, they take down the second, and as they hit on to the next EG proving the strength that they have going into the latter portion of this split, and what a good sight it has been to see.
It looks like they're waiting to kill Spica again. I don't know what that slight delay was there. There we go. EG end the game. Absolutely slaughter TSM and this one. An inch closer to getting back to that 500 record that I think everyone expected them to be above, and this is a very nice win for them to pick up on that way.
So much play that happened early on, and knowing exactly where they wanted to focus. Sad faces on the side of TSM as they really need to try and figure out what's going to work for them in the future. But Evil Geniuses have been focusing on trying to make sure that the young guns are all caught up to the veterans on the squad, and it was going pretty well in this game.
This game from level 1 was being won, I think, by Vulcan and Inspired. The initial level 1 setup for Vulcan to find that kill, then the second one in the bot lane, flashing on top and starting to...
The protocol. I have Huni today here, and thank you so much for coming out. I know you guys just lost, and it's hard to talk after losing. I've been in those shoes, but, you know.
All good. Don't worry about it.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm only going to flame you slightly.
I see.
Probably not that much, okay?
All
So
good.
this is from the game yesterday, and I want to bring up the mini-map so that everyone can see really quick on where everyone is. So originally, a lot of people are really quick to flame Tactical here for what happens, right? I actually don't want to flame him that much. I think a lot of people on their team are in the wrong position and doing things wrong. So let's play out the clip and let's take a look at what happens, okay? So in this push, he's hitting the tower, and if you take a look at where Volibear is, you'll notice that he's like all the way down here, not actually on the screen. So a lot of people are flaming Tactical because he gets hit by the Q, but I actually think if we pause right here, when he's actually hitting that tower, if you're here and the bear is there, or alternatively the bear is here and you're there, he's actually able to hit that tower for free. But the fact that you guys aren't there and he's still hitting it is like a team issue right there. So yes, you can say Tactical shouldn't be hitting the tower, but at the same time, he should be hitting the tower because you guys should be in the right position. And you guys didn't sync the mid wave and the bottom wave. So there's a ton of things going wrong here, so I want to hear your thoughts on it. I imagine you guys did review, so can you tell me a little bit about what you guys talked about?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point that because we actually did talk about it, that like, let me just mark on the J4 side, and the Bully Bear is helping the, 80 side, which is like you mentioned about it. So I think there was I think miscommunications issues that like the speaker said he's coming around because he can't like he was scared going through the
Right,
choke.
he's like farming wolves
Yeah,
before this
and then
happens.
that was the thing that happened. Like he just like unfortunately for us is like he got hit by Lux Q at the same time. Bully Bear, you see where the Bully Bear was?
Yep.
Like he was trying to loop around because he was kind of scared there. And then for me, I was like marking around the J4 side. It's just like easier for me to do it. Like like compared to Bully Bear, that was a team call. And yeah, that's what happened. And also you mentioned there was like maybe we could have synced the wave like a little bit better, but I think since there was a Meteor 2 was going on, I don't think it was like it was like harder, I would say. But I think definitely we can sync the later one that it's coming, this one, I see.
Yeah, for sure. So I just wanted to bring it up because I think a lot of people are quick to flame him. I imagine after you guys went to review, you're not like, oh, Tactical, you messed this up. Everyone, I think, did a little bit thing wrong there. So that brings me a question, actually. When you guys are doing these Baron pushes, who on your team is deciding, like, what to do there? Like, who's calling that you guys are foregoing bottom? Like, what are the comms going on there?
I think this point, I'm pretty sure we were just like talking as a team. Like, I think we're just on the same page as everyone that like it's so obvious that we just don't even need to go top. If you just go right now, bot and mid, we're gonna get 2 inhibitor as long as we execute it properly.
Right.
So that was like team decision. Yeah, it was like really team decisions that.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't think there was anyone like not following it. Like everyone was just on the same pages.
Right. So lay off Tactical a bit there, guys. Like, yes, you got hit by the Lux Q, but everyone, no offense, was in the wrong spot or doing the wrong thing there. Okay. So we're moving on to the next clip, which will be from today. And I found this actually really interesting. So before we actually talk about this clip, let's bring up the mini map. So just 5 seconds ago, you saw Zeri there. So you guys know ahead of time that your bottom lane is going to be late to it. So I'm wondering, in these scenarios, who's making the call to continue this fight? Because even if you guys get here, they'll probably get the Herald before you get there in time. And it's like a 50-50 fight, right? Like, it's not guaranteed you win it. So in my head, I personally like doing the safer play, and I thought it would have been better to just push that bottom tower to get 2 plates, and you guys can rotate and take Dragon instead. So I'm wondering, in this scenario, first off, who is making the decision to come to the Herald?
I think there was also the one thing that it happens, like we were trying to reset the Herald and then make sure if that Herald was getting reset there, I'm pretty sure our bot would have be able to make that.
Right.
And that was probably our team call, was it? And since it didn't reset, I think we should have just adopt the situation better and then just probably just take some plate on bottom. That might have been better. So like the original call was like as a team, I don't think there was anyone like was really strong calling that was like, oh, we just pulled the Herald and then if it reset it, I think even though they come like there's like swap potential, like we could still make the in time. And I think that was like mainly what we said. And I agree with what you said. Like there was a safer options on the going for take some extra farm on bottom, like lane clear with QR. And we don't have to do 50-50 fight.
Gotcha. So actually, I have a question actually. So yesterday you had a very interesting Graves build. You went the full IE crit build. For people that are playing Graves, what makes you decide to go crit Graves versus lethality Graves?
I mean, I saw like they're not since they were not playing a mage, which is like they were playing like a Kali, and then I thought there was like more like I'm also playing versus Gwen. So like I thought like Gwen versus Gwen, like just building more crit item and it's just better for 1v1. Like having silent prio, like I was winning even like 1v2 on the side lane. The was like easier to play the game. And like basically like I don't think Gwen had a chance to play the game like yesterday. And since I was like just winning 1v1 really hard, and I also had to.
Gotcha. So my final question before I let you go here is that, so when you're talking about late game, you guys said that you generally make team decisions like you group, or you all put your input in, and you do that for early game too. Is that the case that it has been throughout the split? Like whether you have Shenyi on the team or not, has your guys' team comms and communications almost always been the same?
I mean, usually I think a lot of time someone could shot call it. Like I don't think it's just really one-sided. Like I think our team, like probably me or Spica or Shawnee, like everyone just call it.
Right.
Probably those 3, like our 3 is gonna be like the loudest persons that we have. But I don't think there's any like claim like about like what we make the team call. Like we just keep following like whatever we first set, because usually that's like better, like no matter what, because it's gonna be faster decision making, and we're just trusting our teammates with what they're seeing it.
Gotcha, cool. So that's all the questions I have for you. I'm hoping you guys can bounce back. You've played for so long. You're a really good player. I believe you guys can bounce back. You guys can go. You guys got 5 wins, easy, right?
I do believe.
I don't know more than 5, but maybe 5. But
I do
I support you guys nonetheless.
I mean, even though we go lots of places, I do not want to see like 216. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
for sure. So that's it for us today here. Thank you very much for joining me on Pro to Pro Huni. And back to you guys at the analyst desk.
Thank you so much to both Hai and Huni for that incredible segment. It's always fascinating